Added some more stickers to the wall because yesterday at Zolocon, met a bunch of new people. Articulated Ninja was a gentleman, good kid. I mean, I'm really old, so I can call people kids now. The mayor was there, Tim from Toy Chase, Show and Tell Podcasts, Tim from the Disavowed channel. It was just a great day. Got to run around with Yo Joe Jerk. That fucker found some great deals. I'm jealous. But we all did. We all had a great time. Got to meet Bobby Vala. I will have that story in my pickups on a really crazy toy haul Sunday on Toy Games.
Hey! Oh! Toy Games! Toy Games!
All right, let's begin with my random pickups. And before I talk about my random pickups, let me just paint the picture of Zolocon. Mike Zolotro, he creates his own toy line. It's very much a homage to old Remco and Mattel style of like He-Man figures. The guy is way into it. So the show does have that vintage retro He-Man thumbprint there. But that's just a small part of it. There's 2 floors. It's in like an aerospace museum where they actually used to test pilots and astronauts for if they can go up into space. So there's definitely some cool shit there. My buddy Bronzer was dressed as Doc Nocturnal. I think he did some things that could probably get us thrown out of there. Great location, really unique, just kind of dark. And I'm probably gonna have to close my garage door because my neighbor and the traffic rages on. Hold on, I'll be right back. Door. My neighbor's kind of a weird lady. Anyway, weird. It's a unique place. The ticket cost is kind of pricey, but the guy he had Mego there, Valaverse there, Mythic Legions there, people doing tattoos there downstairs. He had vendors from every corner of the earth. So I can't imagine what that place costs him to rent. Tim on his channel, Disavowed, will have full breakdown of the show later in the week. So I highly recommend checking that out. As I said in the intro, a lot of great people were there. Got to shoot the shit where Ninja, you know, I got to say, he was a nice guy. He was a nice guy. Jay Hernandez was cool. Kind of reminded me of Prince. Fun times, good times. Here's my random pickups. I wanted this Beast Kingdom King Shark. I actually got him from Yo Joe Jerk. He had a few. If you want me to do a comparison vid with the McFarlane one, I will. Is this superior to it? Yes. It's not a need though. But he does move better. I like King Shark, that character. I like Sly Stallone. I like the accessories. Got it for a great price. I don't think I would pay over $50 for it though. That's just me. I needed this Luke. I had the old lady face, Black Series 1. I love this suit just as much as Michael from Retro Blasting does. The Bespin Luke from Empire when he first meets Vader. Very important. So had to have that. Got him for $15. Got the lesbian feminist droid from Solo, which was kind of annoying, but I like that film. This figure is like $40 used. Got her for $5. No accessories though, but it's a unique droid. Had to get her for the collection. Finally got this Jada Toys Wolfman. It's not better than the McFarlane. It's not better than the NECA Wolfman. The paint is kind of too dark. There's not a lot of contrast. I might touch it up, but I got it just because it's a fun toy. It's like a Marvel Legends Universal Monster Marvel Legend, and you can't do any of this stuff with the NECA one. It's not double jointed. Not that you need Wolfman to be double jointed, but it's just a fun monster toy. And it's a toy I'm just going to keep around on the couch when I'm watching TV and shit. I like it. It's good for picks. It's going to be good for Halloween time. This is my random pickups. Random pickups. $20, $20 together, $30. Let's move on to some I can't talk today. I'm so pumped up. I haven't eaten. I had a great weekend. Sometimes in life, everything will come together. Your paycheck, your checking account, your job, relationship with your mate or your girlfriend, your friends. I just, you know, it is what it is. Sometimes everything fucking aligns. And I'm happy for that. And I'm grateful for that. I'm going to move on to the next fucking wave of toys because getting emotional.
Yeah, that is the original one up top, and this is the new one.
Got a custom painted head. I put it on this Battle Armor He-Man. It can fit on any He-Man buck in the Masterverse line. I don't have that gentleman's info. And I'm sorry, because this is a good deal. This was $25. A painted head. You got some people selling it for $40 without shipping. And that will replace this, like, kind of derpy head. I really like the windswept hair for when he's riding Battle Cat. I wish the neck peg was a little longer, but that's just the way this buck is. It's kind of like hunched over. I really like it. To get a painted head, I'm telling you, usually $40 or more. To get this head live at a show, $25, no fuss, pops right on there, pops right off. And it's not a resin. It's like, it has like a little rubbery feel. I really think it elevated this character to go along with my repaint of this He-Man. It's really now one of my favorite pieces in my collection. As his shield falls off, you can pop him on there. You probably can't see that. Love this piece. Let's move on. Okay, this isn't too exciting because it's older Marvel Legends, but there was a gentleman there selling complete waves with the Build-A-Figure. I got this Thanos wave for $50. Then he gave me the AIM Troop builders for $20. He was selling waves after waves and bags with all the accessories. Yojo Jerk got hooked up. I'm sure he'll speak about that on his channel. This guy was just blowing out his Marvel Legends. That's the way to do it. People say, how do you afford toys? How do you do this? How do you keep the space? Out with the old, in with the new, and don't look back. You know, this ain't about making money always. This guy was at a loss, taking a loss, but he didn't care. He probably made, when I wrapped around the show, half his shit was gone. He probably made $500 in half hour. Then when I came back, more stuff gone, another $500. He probably made $2,000 that day in 3 hours. I appreciate that kind of stuff. Those kind of vendors, you got to look for at toy shows. I love Thanos in that movie. I'm not a MCU collector, but I love Josh Brolin Thanos. He's up there with Darth Vader for villains for me. Let's move on to some good stuff. Yo, I'm at, where the hell are we? Zolocon? Zolocon, buying up all of Valaverse stuff. It's a great product. Bobby Vala's a nice guy, and I'm going to spend half my earnings from last week at this goddamn booth. I don't want to do it, but it's so freaking good. So if you've been following me for any amount of time, you've probably heard me babble about my stories of meeting other toy makers or lead designers. I have met Todd McFarlane. I have met Randy Falk numerous times. I've met Brian Flynn. And now I have met Bobby Vala. In each interaction, I try to get a little tidbit of who I'm buying from, who's tapping into the source, the person who's taking my money. And Bobby Vala hasn't gotten much of it, but yesterday he did. Now, say what you want about him. I know G.I. Joe fans tend to dislike him. Hasbro fans tend to dislike him. I don't get into that. Sometimes I drink Pepsi. Sometimes I drink Coke. When the Jets are doing good and the Giants are doing good, I don't hate the Jets. When the Giants suck, I tend to hate the Jets, though. My point is, you can like both things. And my other point will be is Bobby Vala was a nice guy. Well, I don't know if, listen, I'm buying stuff from him. So, of course, he's going to be nice. But I asked him, I asked him, that dude needs a muffler. I asked him a bunch of questions. I know he dislikes Super 7, as do I. He told me why. This dude, right in person, he told me, watch out with this figure. Had a lot of quality control issues, and I had to tell fans and do replacement parts. He gave me the replacement part right there at the show, just in case he broke. So far, so good. I like this guy. He's going to roll with Chuckles. I'm not more impressed with this line than I am Classified. I think they are both very similar, but I do like these extra hands that can grip the guns. I like both lines. I mean, it is what it is. I know when I do these videos and I compare them together, people really get in their feelings, and that's fine for you to be passionate about what you spend your money on. I have no problems with that. But don't tell me I'm wrong for liking both. And Bobby Vala was pretty cool. Talked about what's coming out. Asked them to make Tank Girl in person. He said that'd be a fun property, but I don't think toy makers like hearing about what they should make because they have their own ideas. Fun toy line. Had a great day. Articulated Ninja was rolling with him. Ninja was very cool. I had to say thank you because he helped my channel get some subscribers when I had that McFarlane price point video. Let's look at the vehicles that are coming out, and we will move on to what is arguably the star of the show. Mythic Legions were there, the 4 Horsemen, and this wave, this is from PowerCon. Forgive me if I don't know the names. Like, this isn't Warduke and Strongheart and Elkhorn, names that make sense. Mythic Legion's names are kind of wacky and have too many Z's and Y's and W's in them to remember. I will have all their names in the description. He was from a PowerCon exclusive. They had some left over. He's really good. This is cloth and wired. This freaking wizard who looks like he's from D&D is clothed and wired. Little freaking, little red lightning shooting out of his freaking hand that matches that red jewel. I am fucking like nerding out. This big boy, I'm going to get in closer on him. If you're wondering, these really don't scale with, what dropped? They don't scale with, I mean, the big guy can scale with Dungeons and Dragons, but for the most part, they don't scale with D&D. But if you want to have all this shit on your shelf, that's totally freaking awesome. Like I said, I thought I was out on Legions because they're pricey, but when you get them at shows, you get a good price. And I couldn't resist. I could not resist. Let's move in closer to, well, both them, because I think they're just so amazing. This is the Poxxus wave, Poxxus. Like I said, I'll have the names of these figures. This freaking big badass, this is now, has jumped up into one of my favorite pieces of my collection. I love that neon green coming through the green skin. He has hooves that are painted well. Hoovesies. You know, sometimes you see something in person, you can't resist, and everything at these shows is a little cheaper, $5-10 off. I had to get a few of these, and I really freaking... The thing about Mythic is you get them at a show because you get caught up in the hype and how beautiful they are. If a year goes by and you want to resell this because you're not into it anymore, you're not going to lose money on it. You're not. And that's just a tip, you know? That's just a toy collecting tip. Sometimes you like things today that you won't like tomorrow. These guys were fantastic. That's my pickups. In case you're wondering why the Spider-Man from the thumbnail wasn't in the video, I need to talk about him on his own because that figure needs its own video. And tomorrow, please tune in for that. As always, if you can, subscribe, like the video, comment, let me know what you think, what your favorite pickup was. As always, take care, have fun.